Having a diverse workforce is important for students. I think it's important for everyone, for all adults to be interacting with people that are similar and different to themselves. For the students to see that anyone from any background or any race or religion can be an educator and have an impact on other people's lives, and give the students an opportunity to have someone that they do feel like they have things in common with and make deeper level connections with.
One of our great strengths as a school district is when we say that we value diversity and equity and inclusion, it's more than just words. We live it every day, and it's who we are.
We see every child as a person who can flourish into something great. And we have expectations around exploring every aspect of what makes a child great. And sometimes that's academic, and sometimes that's emotional, and sometimes that's leadership.
So when I think about the exciting work ahead of us, it comes down to our district's core values of equity, engagement, and wellness. And I'm really excited at the prospect of really having all of us as a district-wide community live those values and live them in a way that we can actually measure day to day what we're doing.
One of the areas that I really appreciate that the AB Public Schools have been working to improve is the social emotional learning side of things and DEI, and really just meeting students where they are.
One thing that I know so many of my colleagues hold dear is to try to diversify our educators so that those of us who are teaching kids look and are much more like the kids we teach.
As a woman of color with biracial children, and as a woman of color who's walking into these rooms where decisions are being made, I'm one of the only people of color in the room. We need more people of color at every single level of this school district.
Students want to see the opportunities ahead for themselves. I think research has proven time and time again, especially for our students of color, having an educator that looks like them dramatically improves outcomes.
And it's not to say that, that a white teacher cannot be a role model, but they need a diversity of different people to see.
Just as our students are now reflecting the broader world that they're going to be living in for the rest of their lives, we need our educators to reflect that same population and bring the experiences of all their different cultures to our district.
A lot of the work that we're doing in terms of the DEI work, do students see themselves in the curriculum? Are they able to share their experiences? The work with UDL and whether or not, how are we supporting each student so that they are able to access the curriculum that we have?
White kids need teachers of color. They need to see adults of color in command of a classroom. They need to understand the competence and professionalism of professional people of color. It's not just about role modeling for our students of color who are here, of which we have many, and they deserve those role models. But our white students who are going to go out into a very diverse world must see professionals of color.
Having that opportunity at some point in your time as a student in the district to be taught or interact with a teacher who looks or feels or has a sort of a background similar to you has a really big impact.
For several years, I was the advisor of Common Ground, our gender and sexuality alliance, and to see young people who were able to create and do create such a strong sense of community, both amongst themselves and within the school building, is really exciting.
Just as it's important for a teacher to care deeply about their students, it's equally as important for that student to feel that they have a deep connection with their teacher.
Moving through this pandemic, it has changed, and we've needed to shift our thinking and way of going about teaching and expressing our social emotional needs with students. So I hope the district continues to build clarity around what that looks like and gives teachers tools to best address the student needs.
We want to continue to work toward being a true culturally responsive school district. I think we want to make sure that all of our students have equitable access to the opportunities that we provide, and also really think deeply about the outcomes that all of our students have.
It's critical that we have more diverse perspectives at the table as we're making district level school-based decisions, really living out that belief statement that we have as a district around, a student's race, socioeconomic status, ethnicity, disability shouldn't be factors in determining a student's educational achievement or career outcome.
I hope Acton Boxborough will show growth and change within their diversity, equity, and inclusion, and the way that we reach all students.
Acton Boxborough has seen a great increase in students coming to our district from other parts of the world. Our English language learner population is growing and people are arriving at later ages. It's not just elementary school students who are coming with limited English proficiency, but more and more arriving at the junior high and the high school as well.
We are a district that never believes that we've arrived at our final destination and are always looking to improve, and that we are really just embarking on the next stage of the exciting journey around equity in our schools, and we hope that we attract educators that are committed to that as well.